wasn't up to par, up to full capacity, man. But
Right.
I think the bye and the time, in between the 2 weeks here.
Yeah.
I think, man, everybody's shocked. He's going to be a big part of it, too, dude. Just like controlling Dallas Clark.
Yeah, yeah, that's going to keep the defense off the field, with the controlling.
That's the whole thing, man. If Manning ain't on the field, he can't hurt you.
Well, the Colts are 18th in defense, so they're ranked a little higher than us. Keep an eye on Pierre Thomas. He only had 100-yard rushing game this year, but I think he's been the Saints' most consistent running back. I also think he's underrated. He had 2 touchdowns against the Vikings, 793 yards this season with a 5.4 yards per carry average, which is really good. 6 touchdowns, 39 catches for 302 yards and a couple of touchdowns. I think he's going to have one of the best games of his season today. The Colts struggled to stop the run this year. Pierre is the kind of shifty back that gave them problems. We just talked about the running game with Val and whether it would be a factor today. And, Brett, now we're going to talk about Dallas Clark, who Val mentioned. He isn't an easy player to cover. 6'3", 252 pounds. He could cause the Saints safeties and linebackers some problems. He lines up in various positions, including the traditional spot next to the offensive tackle, as well as at fullback, in the slot, and flanked as a wide receiver. He can stretch the defenses. He can find holes in zone coverages. He's a first-time Pro Bowler. He led the Colts with a career-high 100 catches. Brett, amazing sports kid, and then Val after Brett. How important is Dallas Clark to the Colts offense?
Well, he's a really good player. I think he's he's been playing for the Colts for a while.
Right.
That's like Chalky to Drew. Like, they hook up a lot.
Right.
Him and Dallas Clark. But I think our coverage is gonna be good today.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Roman Harper, Darren Sharper, Tracy Porter.
And like Eric said, if we get that front guys up first, then we won't have to do any blitzing.
If we get one pick, you gotta go all the way with it. Pick 6.
Well, Val, can you give us a little bit about Dallas Clark? How important is he to the Colts offense?
The 4-man rush is going to be a lot. It's going to be a big ticket to where we can keep our our backfield to cover, because
right.
they do use him big time. He's a major part of their
Absolutely.
offense. And Colley's been doing well for him too.
Right.
And the youngsters for them, being a rookie, that he's been able to step up. So they do have the weapons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But I think the main thing is going to be bringing the pressure from the backside, and you can rattle Manning if you can get to.
Absolutely, Brett.
He don't make it easy, but because he does get rid of the ball real quick, and then most of the time that's that quick tight end pass, across the middle or whatever, to where it makes him release so quick that it's hard to get to him and hit him.
Very, very important today, Colts offense.
He's going to get their remember me hits.
Yes, indeed. Remember me. Bam! Week 4 against the Giants was a big game. Monday night versus Atlanta was a big game. The Patriots game was a big game, but since then we haven't had any big games until we faced the Cardinals and the Vikings in the playoffs. Brett, how big is today's game to the Saints' 2009 season and to the legacy of the team? How big is this?
It's crazy. We started out in 1967.
That's right.
And then just first year we only won 3 games.
Right, right.
The first one we beat Philadelphia.
Right.
And then that was crazy. So then we did pretty good. And then in 2006 we went really close.
Really close.
But we're even closer now. We made it all the way. And I think this is big, big history. Just making it to the Super Bowl is big, big history. It's just going to be crazy.
Well, Val, quickly, because I do have a couple of more things I want to cover, but talk to me about how big today's game is to the Saints' 2009 season and the team's legacy.
Oh, this is a legacy for sure. They did these guys that on and off the field, man, make the difference. Make a big difference in New Orleans.
Right.
And I think they realize that they're not just playing, for the team; they're playing for